and welcome to Book Buzz, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and we are back with more September activities as well as books.
Yes.
That we think you'll enjoy.
Or that we did.
That's true. So either way, we win.
Exactly,
yeah.
right?
Yes, we do.
Yep, very cool. Well, we are starting off, like Linda mentioned in our last episode, the second week of September, we start back to all of our regularly scheduled programming. We do our story times every, Monday through Wednesday, our music classes, all of that is starting right back up again. And we're adding something new this fall to that lineup. We're going to be doing our first ever kindergarten readiness program. So it's going to follow just with our rotation of our story times, which is seasonally. So fall session.
Say that, spit it out.
Usually runs mid-September to like the first or second week of November. So that's how this one's going to run as well. And it's going to be in the afternoon from 1 to 1:45. And it's for kids that are going to be going into kindergarten next year, or if your child is in morning kindergarten this year and would like to just have some extra activities, that would be fine too. So we're gearing it more like 4 and 5-year-olds as the target audience for this one. And we'll be doing letters, kindergarten skills, learning how to hold pencils, colors, all that kind of fun stuff. So every week we'll tackle a different letter, and all of our activities will kind of focus around that letter. But half of the class will also be centers where parents will work with their child on different kindergarten readiness skills. And then you'll take home an activity or something that you can do at home to kind of reinforce these skills at home. So that will start up on Thursdays in September. So we look forward to starting that up again. We're starting it up new. It's a brand new program.
Right. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a great idea, and I think that you're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun.
Well, until you get to that point, people, for your child to be ready for kindergarten, we have a program. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years we've been doing this.
Could be like 10.
It could be. So we have a program that is going on. It's kind of like a fun challenge. It's called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. And what it challenges you to do is read 1,000 books with your child before they hit kindergarten. And it sounds daunting, but if you realize that, board books take 1 second to read or 1 minute or whatever, and kids, especially at the younger age, want to repeat. Like, no, I want that one. Read that one again. Read that one again.
It doesn't have to be 1,000 different books.
Right. You're just reading them 1,000 books, and even if it's the same one, because that's how children are, they've got their favorites. It actually surprisingly gets easier to meet this mark. Mm-hmm. Like, people look at it and go, 1,000 books?
Well, one book, if you only read one book a day, that's 365 books a year.
True.
So if you read 2 or 3 books a day, you would get there really quickly.
True. That's true. Mm-hmm. So there's no excuse.
No excuse.
All right, no excuse. But also wanted to mention, when we started this, we started it in partnership with an author that has been very kind to our library, Jackie Urbanovic. We have all of her books. This one is called Sitting Duck. When you reach your goal, you get a book. Let me see if this one is, I don't think I grabbed a signed one. Well, you'll get one of her books, and it is autographed. So that's like a grand prize for your child, that you take home an autographed book by Jackie Urbanovic, and then you get, go ahead, bring it out.
A lawn sign, so everyone in your neighborhood will know that you have read 1,000 books before kindergarten.
And if nothing else, I know you want to do that, to have it in your lawn just to show off.
We had it in our yard for a long time, just to keep moving it every time we cut the grass. And so I decided we could come back to the library now. It's fun. But so very, very exciting. And we even give you a little stake to put it in your yard. Mm-hmm. And so
you get a lawn sign, an autograph book, If you come in, we'll give you a nice packet of everything that you need to know about it and how to keep track. Nowadays, you can keep track on our papers that we'll give you, for each segment of 1 to 100, 101 to 200. Or this is online as well.
On Beanstack.
On Beanstack. It's
On
an
the
app.
Beanstack app, yep.
But I think Beanstack is cool, and of course everything is electronic these days. But I love these sheets, and when they come in and they get excited to get their next sheet. I think there's something to that. It's kind of like this mini reward, and they get a sticker for having read that many books. But either way, just do it and have fun doing it.
Very cool.
And thank you again to Jackie Urbanovic.
Yep. Alrighty, very fun. Okay, so go ahead, Miss Linda.
The sensory story time is back.
Yes.
We did not have it this summer. It was very popular last spring. It was new, and the woman's name is Marianne, and she's coming back. It's a very small group that she takes, and it is done for children that have sensory issues that maybe need a quieter book talk, when they're reading, and different, and things are done at a different calming level. And that's what she's all about, and that's what she does. She's the professional, and I've just, every time we did it and the kids and the parents would walk out, they were so happy.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I'm excited we're able to bring it back again.
The first one will be Thursday, September 19th. And I don't have the time. Did she usually do like 10 in the morning or something
10 or
like
10:30,
that?
Yeah.
Look on our website for any of this information, because I know we go through it quickly, but.
And you need to go on there to sign up anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Yep. So if you go to ptlibrary.org/events, it takes you straight to our calendar. It lists everything, and then you can just click on it and sign up for it, and you're ready to go.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So there's the sensory story time,
so
and now you've got kind of a story thing going here.
Right, so that's going to be Thursday morning, and then Thursday evening, and this is going to be at 6:30, we're going to do our, we're bringing back the American Girl Book Club. So the first one we're going to do is Lila Goes for Gold, kind of connecting it to the Summer Olympics, because gymnastics is a really popular sport during the Summer Olympics, and Lila is a gymnast. She's also a horseback rider, though. So that's kind of, which is also, I guess, equestrian is another summer sport.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, so that's going to be a lot of fun. The first 5 that sign up do get a free copy of the book, but we'll talk about the book at the book club, and we're going to do some activities that go along with the book. And all evolving different. Every month we're going to discuss a different American Girl story. So this just happens to be the Girl of the Year, but we'll do some of the historical stories as well throughout the year.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be on the 19th, and then on the 21st, we talked about this last episode, but we'll talk about it real quick, is our fall animal fair. So we're really excited about that. We'll be bringing in about a dozen or so animal organizations, both shelters and vets and trainers and even children's authors that write about animals, all kinds of different things. So we'll have that. It's a free event to attend. It's a free event for our participants to participate in it. And you'll get to see some animals and maybe learn about adopting one, or even if you just have an animal, it's nice to learn about what kind of vets are out there, what kind of trainers there are out there, what kind of stores. We have some stores that are going to be participating, so things like that. So that will be on September 21st from 10 to 12.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that, we're trying it again to see how it works. It's been very nice and successful in the past. Okay, back to our Tween Book Club. Another reminder, at this point, it's the middle of the month. So hopefully you've already checked out this book, or the first 5 got their books already. And we talked about Dewey the Library Cat, True Story, Vicki Myron, and then in between, Shannon and I were talking about true stories about libraries that actually do have a cat in there. And so
or really cool libraries that have turtles.
Yes. Very cool libraries that have turtles. And who would that be? There's only one very cool library that I know has a turtle. That would be us. Nobody, the kids run in just to say hello to Gizmo. I mean,
Oh yeah,
forget our stuff.
Yeah, she's so famous.
But this,
But Dewey's a good story.
yes, and I didn't read a little blurb last time, but it goes, so listen, so did you remember that? Abandoned in a library book drop
Yeah, they dumped
slot.
her. They dumped her in the
So
book
when
return.
think about it. When you bring your books back to us and it's off business hours or even, and you're throwing them in the book drop, somebody put a cat in there, a little kitten. And the small kitten who became to known as Dewey Reedmore. Yeah, I forgot the last name.
Yeah.
Books miraculously endured the coldest night of the year. When librarian Vicki Myron found him in the morning, she wrapped him in her arms, gave him his first bath, and introduced him to his new home, the library. So we have a turtle, they had a cat, and we understand that there are some libraries that do have cats. I don't think like a ton, but there certainly are some.
Yeah, there is actually, well, Bulby, which is part of our system, they're in Waynesburg. They had a cat, and then I think they had a second cat for a while too. But it was so cool because you would go there and they're just out of nowhere, you'd be like, oh, there's a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lived there. Like they've been somebody in the library's clothes would go over and feed her.
Yeah.
But she didn't go home with anybody. She lived fully in the library, which I think is Dewey's story too. He lives fully in the library.
Yeah. Sounds lonely to me, but cats don't care, do they?
And you're not lonely. I mean, like people are in and out the building all the time though too.
Yeah, except for at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think cats care.
I know. I was having a moment of sadness for the lonely cat in the middle of the night stuck in the library.
But that
There's
might be the
books
most
like
fun
that.
to do that though, you know,
Oh,
like what
that's-
kind of mischief is that library cat getting
That's true.
into?
Sneaking around. All right. I don't feel sad anymore. All right.
So coming up in October, I think it's October 6th, 7th, and 8th, or around
something
there.
like that.
That first weekend of October, we're returning our costume swap. This has been a very popular event. What you'll do is the Thursday and Friday leading up to the event, you'll drop off. We'll have time slots. You can drop off a costume, Halloween costume, doesn't matter what size. And then you'll come back on Saturday, and then you'll, just like our puzzle swap, which is extremely popular, for however many costumes that you've brought in, you can take that many costumes home. So it's a really green way to get, there's all the information right there on the table. Get a new costume for your kids, or for adults, wear Halloween costumes too. So there's no rules on sizes or anything like that. It's a really great event. We really have a lot of fun with it, for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I do. And I don't know, again, like how many, it's been a few years that we've been doing this, right?
Pre-COVID, we had it. We used to have a Go Green Club at the library, and they started it. And I think after COVID, that kind of dissipated a little bit. And then Sydney and I decided to bring it back. Last year was the first year that we had it back, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
But
It's a great
awesome
idea because your child, you know, even though for the longest time, even when it doesn't fit them, they want to play in them,
Right.
you know, whatever. But eventually, you know, there's just no way to do that. So to be able to trade it in and get something new.
Right.
Costumes are expensive,
Right.
you know, and they're growing like weeds, these kids. And, you know, I've been there, done that and I wish they would have had something like that when my kids, you know, when I was
Right.
raising my kids.
Right.
It's a wonderful idea.
I know.
Oh, and it's for adults too.
Yeah.
It's not just kids.
Right.
There's adult stuff in there. So
And you brought up a good point too of the kids wanting to dress up in them. So, you know, some kids already have in their head what they want to be for Halloween. So, you know, if you are coming to the costume swap in hopes of only getting a Batman costume, like you might get one, you might be really lucky, but you might not, because it's just depending on other people swap. But if you do have kids that just like to play dress up, then this gives them some fresh costumes to have in their dress up bin
yes,
too.
true. Very
So-
true. Yes, I agree.
There was a time when we had one family, I'm not going to mention their name, that they came every week fully in some kind of superhero costume.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
And now they're big kids, but that was a lot of fun for us.
It
I
is.
missed
It is.
those days.
I know.
But yeah, so if your kid just likes to dress up as a superhero or a princess or whatever, like you can refresh, their dress up bins with this as well. So it's a really, really fun program.
Definitely.
All right.
Got some books?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm going to do this one first because, first of all, when I saw this and then looked into it and kind of read about it and stuff, it's hilarious. And I'm so glad we have it. It's brand new. It's a nonfiction inspired by the stories of Roald Dahl, marvelously revolting recipes.
Oh, funny.
A brand new collection of delicious delights to make together. And it's illustrated by an array of amazing artists, including Quentin Blake.
Which Quentin Blake did his illustrations for all of Roald Dahl's books.
Yes, and you can tell but when you look at these. So let's see. This is called Bullseyes. So you're going to learn how to make something, like he has like really strange names for them, but they're really, this is, probably something really cool. Black sesame seeds, sun-dried tomatoes, cream cheese. How about Dragon's Flesh?
From James and
the Giant Peach. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Now,
Dragon
wouldn't
flesh.
it be fun, to just do and cook with your kids, gobwangles from the Giraffe and the Pelly and Me, just had a party.
Yeah, read the book and then make
and have a
with
party like that. There's desserts in here. Oh, that looks pretty good. What is it?
Ice cream bars.
Yeah, I'm trying to, freeze-dried. I wanted to see what those were. Freeze-dried raspberries crushed.
Oh.
Yeah. That looks good.
I don't know
That'd
that.
be a nice summer.
I was trying to figure out what story it was based on because I didn't recognize.
It's not based on a story.
Oh.
It is based on, this one means, the name is Krem. It means ice cream in Norwegian. His parents were from Norway.
Oh, okay.
And the country had a big influence on his books. So this is a very special version of ice cream inspired by Norway. So, yeah, I think, look at this one, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What a fun way to do a cookbook.
Yeah, very cool.
Yes. I think that's really fun. All right, so
All right, cool.
check it out. I'm going to be putting it back in the circulation
Anxious
today.
to see what you make for us, Miss Linda.
Oh, now that's a challenge. I'll surprise you. All right, go ahead. You do
Very
yours.
cool.
I'm going to look for a recipe.
All right, so I'm bringing some murder mysteries. So away from cooking and, onto a good mystery. So Netflix just dropped over the summer a adaptation of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it's been very, very popular. So our books have since, whenever they do that, whenever it's somehow made into film, we can't keep the book on our shelf anymore. So, and this was a popular series to begin with. So I could not find the first book, but it's a whole series. So if you like the TV show, read the book and then read the continuing books in the series that are not going to be touched on the TV series yet. So this is the second one, The Good Girl, Bad Blood, and then As Good as Dead is the third one. I believe it's a trilogy. And then if you like those, these are by Holly Jackson, but Karen M. McManus, she wrote One of Us is Lying, which is a really popular series as well. She has a new book out called Such Charming Liars.
Huh.
So if you like those murder mysteries, which they're really popular in YA for a while, which I've talked about this on here before, it's interesting to me how the YA is so trendy. Like for a while, everything was dystopian. We had the Hunger Games, we had Divergent,
Right.
we had Matched. And then we really went into this like murder mystery kind of stories with like The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, One of Us is Lying, The Inheritance Games. Really, that's kind of what's popular right now. So it's interesting. And now a lot of these are being adapted into film, which is making them even more popular. So, and they're, with Halloween coming up, they are kind of a more spooky thriller story.
True.
So if you want to jump into that theme early, I don't usually like to talk about Halloween until October, but if you're one of those people that celebrate for a long time,
Yeah,
Go ahead and get some spooky page-turning thrillers.
yeah, you could do that.
You could.
Yeah.
Or if you're just watching the show, because so many people watch TV series and they're like, oh, what? That was a book?
Right. Isn't that yes, that does
The
happen.
book is always better. And I recommend checking out some of these books in the meantime.
Okay. Will do.
Good.
All right. I always listen. Okay, my next book, a chapter book, When Wishes Were Horses, is Magic Rio by Newbery medalist Cynthia Voigt. She's written.
Oh, she's so good.
She's so many. On the back it says, "One wish at a time, whisper it to me, be wise." What if you could wish for anything? What would you wish for? For Bug, Zoe, Casey, and Billy, the answer is clear. A skateboard, parents who don't argue, a dog, a unicorn. But the thing about wishes is that you don't always know for sure how your wish will be granted. Maybe your wish isn't such a good idea. Maybe it will cause an avalanche of unexpected things to happen. Maybe you'll regret it. Maybe you'll want to change your mind, only it's too late. You need to be wise. Magic is tricky like that. What if you could wish for anything? What would you do?
I could go for a unicorn.
Really?
Or a
That's
dog.
what you'd wish for that?
I don't know how to wish for it, but if it's up on the table, I think I'd go for one. I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. I have to think on it about what I would wish for.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't need anything.
Oh, please. You'll take a unicorn too.
Okay.
We'll just walk in.
We have matching unicorns. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh God, could you see? We'll do book buzz from our unicorns. Okay. Oh, funny.
So, in September, our teen book club has moved from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. So the last Tuesday in September is going to be our teen book club, which we are actually, this is voted upon, but they're all teen choice books. And I was really excited this is what they picked because this is one of my favorite books ever.
Yeah.
And I love to see that it's coming back and being popular again. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This was made into a movie. It was filmed here in Pittsburgh, so we can watch that after we discuss the book. This is a story about two kids who are at one point, either currently or in the past, battling cancer, and how they become friends and have this relationship with one another. Beautiful, beautiful story. John Green, he throws in so much humor, even with such a serious story. I absolutely love everything that he writes, but this is probably this is my favorite, The Fault in Our Stars. So I'm excited for a new group of teens to be reading this, because when this first came out, the teens that are teens now were really young. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see that it's still keeping popularity and coming back out
Very
again.
true.
So,
yeah, especially since they picked it.
Right. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
I really enjoyed that book too.
So,
and I like John Green as an author in general.
Yes, me too.
All right, now we'll switch to a new picture book by Chelsea Lynn Wallace. It's Dare to Be Daring. And again, you know, just looking at covers of books sometimes, like this cover has all kinds of faces on it. You know, look how cute. Of all
your emotions, looks like.
The emotions, you know, nationalities. It says, today I dare to be daring. You say this is a pea and beef stew? It's green and it's grimy. It moved and it's slimy. I did it. I ate something new. From tasting a new food to a trip to the dentist or the basement. This picture book is, might be.
There's some scary basements out there still.
There are. Now I'm just, okay, this
Sorry.
picture book, you're messing with my lines here. An invitation to be brave in the face of what feels scary. Big or small, fears can feel overwhelming. What if I say hi, but my new friend doesn't say hi? What if I get back on my bike and I fall again? So it's all about being courageous. Kids are courageous at heart, and every time they dare to be daring, they learn with a little bit more certainty that they are brave enough to just try about anything. And it it just reminds you that, yeah, things can get scary. And yeah, I don't get afraid about if somebody doesn't say hi to me. I just think they're rude, you know. I'm kidding. No, well, kind of not.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned this because I literally had a mom in last Thursday night asking for books about teaching kids on how to have confidence in themselves. So I think this would have been a good option.
This is it. Yeah, this is it. It'll be on our, if you are watching, whoever needed this, it'll be on our new bookshelf. You can tell by the green dot.
Dare to be daring.
Yep.
Sounds like a
Love
good
it.
one.
Now what?
So this one, sometimes you just see a title and you're just like, it just makes you laugh, and I kind of want to read it just because of that title. This one is called The Ping Pong Queen of Chinatown. So this is about a girl, and she is a ping pong player, but she also looks like she works part-time in a coffee shop, and it's just like a realistic fiction story about her and her parents and all of those things that teens go through. And she's making a mock documentary, I guess, about her experiences with ping pong. I don't know. But the book, it just looks super cute. I love the title. And also what I like about it too is it goes back and forth between being just regular, like, typical chapters, but then it has many chapters that are told completely through text messages. So I think that's always kind of cool because that is how teens communicate with one another. So I like when they kind of incorporate that instead of just like, writing the dialogue. When they show what the dialogue really looks like, I think that that's more real.
Yeah.
So The Ping Pong Queen of Chinatown, brand new by Andrew Yang. And I just think, it just looks like a fun one.
Yeah, it does look fun. And you're right. Sometimes it is fun to just pick a book by the title or by the cover. Just take a chance.
Yep.
And
it's on my
you'd
to-read
be
list because it
surprised.
looks so cute.
It does look cute. I think we have time for maybe one more.
Okay, that's a
How
thick
about
one.
this one? Yeah, it's thick, by Kekla Magoon, The Secret Library.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The Secret Library, an engaging adventure brimming with mysteries, chock full of history and full of twists you'll never see coming. Once you step into the secret library, you'll never want to leave.
Uh-oh.
So that's kind of, ooh. So, yeah, I'm not going to read any more because we're going to be cutting it off here. But I think that if you like stuff like that,
Secret Library.
come and check it out.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Yep, on the new bookshelf again, of course. So, we did it all.
September's going to be a busy month.
September is full once again, and we will see everybody back for all of our October events.
Ooh.
Oh,
Never know what
yeah.
we're going to do when it's Halloween season.
Oh, just watch us. What will we be dressed up as?
You'll have to come and find out, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give people something to look forward to.
Oh, too bad the costume swap isn't before that.
Yes, but I'm sure we will be discussing it, and maybe we'll be swapping some things.
Okay. All right.
Until then.
Until then.
We'll see you next
Go
time.
get a book.
Yes.